Hello and welcome to this video. In this video I will be showing you a flip through of my K-pop journal. This fake thing here. And I really want to show you how I went from this to pages like this. We will go backwards in this fake journal because I really want this idea of travel back in time. So we're starting with the last page in this journal. Also, I want to mention that I never did a kind of live voiceover for one of my videos. So maybe this will be kind of awkward. Maybe the sound is a little bit off because I think my microphone will also record every of the sounds. And but I really wanted to talk to you while flipping through this, so I can really point out things I want to point out. And also, not all of my K-pop spreads are in this journal. I also have some in my other journals I want to show you where we flip through this journal. Because I worked on this for years, but at some point I actually took a break from this hobby and kinda lost the fun of it. And so I took a break for a little while, and then I came back with a focus of live and more movie focused journaling like this. And I kind of developed my style in other journals too. And also, as you can see here, this binding was really annoying when I wanted to do spreads, so sometimes I went to other journals to create full K-pop spreads, and also just randomly went to other journals because I don't really set rules for myself in journaling. Just do what feels right, as you will see in this journal too. And let's start with the flip through because I think this intro was very boring. So as you can see, the last page in this journal was actually to Tomorrow by Together's Rise. Here you can already see that I'm going for a more of collage style in my journals, so more scrapbooking and stuff like that. But also in other journals I like to write my thoughts down, but for creating memories, for comebacks and stuff like that, I really love to capture the vibe of a song. Sometimes I manage to do it better than other times, but you will see this in this journal. So here we have the page I did for Maniac with this kind of window with some doodles on it. I really like this idea to create this crazy effects that are in the music video on top of this collage. Maniac is actually one of my all-time favorite songs. It's the very first Stray Kids song I was very obsessed with, and I thought it would be the perfect thing to do as I reach 5,000 subs on YouTube. For most of the pages in this journal I did reels, shorts and TikToks for, so if you follow me you already knew almost everything in this journal. But not everything, there are some surprises. But I think it's maybe kind of interesting to see it all together, so Here we got a spread I did off camera actually, because I created both of them as I was very busy, so I didn't have the time to record and edit and everything, so I did for myself. They're very simple. Don't know how much I like them, but I really like the aesthetic of this one. And here's something for my love Junior. I really miss him. Here we are going to the unit songs for the new mixtape of Stray Kids. Really love how these turned out. I really think Stray Kids songs give me the best inspiration to create my best works. I can't explain it, but every time I'm working on something for Stray Kids, it just comes together so perfectly in my mind. I don't know, I really get the best ideas, I think. I really love how this turned out. First I was very unsure about it, but I love this silver glittery effect, and the song and the music video is amazing, as you all know, hopefully. I also so long on this one. I was so unsure how to place everything on this page, but I think it turned out nice at the end, so I'm quite happy with that. Actually, I'm so surprised with how well this journal held up for all this gluing, because as you see at the beginning of the video, I really didn't plan to use it for this kind of stuff, and it got really thick. And it's the cheapest journal I found on eBay as I bought it. And I really didn't have any money at that time and just wanted to try out journaling and bought this very cheap, pinkish, transparent journal. But it held up so well. Yeah, as you can see here, the pages are kind of starting to rip out of the binding, but I think it really did its best. Here we go to the colorful and bold Liebe page with my Liebe drawing. Yeah, I really started to also draw in this journal at some point, and I really love to mix all of these collages, drawing stuff myself, cutting out stuff myself, and just doesn't let me limited by what I have. So I really love it when I want to do a page and I don't have a specific thing and need to come up with an idea to create something like that. And I think, as you can already see in the past pages, I really found a style for myself. I always told myself I don't have any style, but I think there is a style in my pages, also in this kind of journaling. I don't really set any rules how a page need to look. I can do whatever I want, but in the end I think that's kind of my style. I can't explain it, but maybe you get it. Really, really often it happens that the pages that are next to each other kinda are fitting. I don't know if it's only me, but as you can see here, it's red, white, black, blue on both pages, and this stuff is happening a lot in this journal. I can't explain it because I really didn't plan it that way, but I kind of like it. Here we have the page for the 5th fan meeting of Stray Kids, and as you can see here, I also did this, what I didn't show you on the reel for this page, and that's for some memory keeping because I had so much fun with this whole event. I wrote with one of my friends on Twitter all the time about everything what was happening. It was so much fun, and I also kind of found the solution to just create these flip out things when I want to do full spreads. This way to do it is a good solution for it. That was a wish of one of my viewers, and as I really love that song, I thought, why not I can do it, because I always want to create stuff that I really like, but I also want to create stuff that you want to see from my videos. So, but I really like the idea of this, 2 sides. That's actually a page I'm very unhappy with. I just wanted to write down some thoughts, and that was the result. I really love the pictures, but that's everything about this page I like. And here we have the SKZ page I did because I finally got my first Stray Kids album, because that's the first and only album I got till today, because I really don't have the money to buy any albums recently. And you probably saw this on my channel before because I drew him, because I'm absolutely obsessed with this honey look. I love it so much. And yes, that's just some simple collage, nothing special. So I didn't show you it in the video because I thought, nah. But if you want to see how I create these random collages too, you can always tell me, and maybe I will do more of these kind of shorts. Something for Sony's birthday. Yeah, I really love that cat. It's such a cutie. As you can see here, I really started to journal a lot more about everything. At some point at the end of last year, because I really wanted to take more time for this beautiful hobby. Journaling is such a calming activity that really just makes me happy, and I also really love creating these videos for you guys. So that's something I really put a lot of my free time into lately. Yeah, here another page where I showed you this, but didn't show you this because it's some personal text, but I really like how this turned out together with this kind of wavy connection line in between of both pages. And now we are getting to my absolutely favorite part of this journal. I really love this, and most of you guys also love this. I think that's where most of my subscribers on YouTube came from, I think, and also on Instagram and TikTok. Yeah, I really think these are the best works I ever done till today still, because it was so much fun to come up with all these different ideas. And also on this page I really developed a lot on my style and how I work, I think. So like cutting out stuff and putting papers on it to create this border, or painting with acrylic paints, like here cutting out my own little decorations. That's all something I really developed in these pages, I think. So these are very special to me, and I really love that. A lot of you guys really love this page, I think, because this page went kind of viral on TikTok, I think. So it's my video with the most views there, and also on Instagram I still get a lot of followers because of this page. Yeah, I kind of think it's algorithm that really worked well for our Sangmini here. Instantly I knew I wanted to create this cutout thing and everything, and I think it really looks nice either way. It was fun to thinking about how to place everything that it will look nice, so but also if you flip it over. And then I really had to think about what to put on this page and how to implement this whole border for him too, because I wanted to make it useful for both spreads. Here I created a short about this one, but not about this one, because I created this as the music video dropped, but then finally got a second music video for an album, and it was for the same song, so only in English. So I really didn't want to create another short about it, but still wanted to capture that for myself. As I uploaded this page on Instagram and TikTok, I was sitting in a mall in Berlin, and I was in Berlin for the first time, and I really wanted to post it on time, so I was sitting in front of a Kpop store and posted this page on my social media X. It was really, yeah. Here, this page was actually a longer YouTube video on this channel, and it was a collaboration with my friend Mickey. And yeah, it was just something to capture the journey of DNE till now. And yeah, it's kind of something different I do normally, but I had fun creating this. I think that was the very first page I did for Stray Kids' birthday, I think. Because here we have the time where I really started to be active in this journal. That's another of my favorite page. I really just love this fun and colorful vibe. I really love the song. I really think it's exactly the right mood for this video. That's a lot, I would say. Still a lot of flowers. It's too much for me, if I'm being honest. That is too less for me, if I'm being honest. I really don't like how this turned out. I think it's already very telling to see the difference from this to this. I don't know if it's only me, but I think you can already see a lot of progress on this. And it wasn't that long of a time in between, I can tell you. So I really, really, really want to encourage you to just start journaling and just do what feels right. This is actually the page of my very first YouTube video, which wasn't really the best, but I still love how this page turned out. I love the colors. I love how it really represents Donghae. And another page I did for a friend of mine with some Lino and Donghae. Jijung actually saw this page on Instagram and liked it, and I still can't believe it to this day because I loved this artist for years. So I fell in love with him 13 years ago, and then last year he recognized me. Oh my god, isn't this crazy? And also he doesn't only recognize me, he recognized my work in my very cringy text for him. I hope he doesn't read it because it was kind of awkward. Help. I actually forgot to record this before, but in 2022 I did something where I created something in my daily planner every week, and here are some examples from that time. I listened to Stray Kids for 2 years, but I really got into them last year, and I just wrote down some facts about it and just created this very simple layout. But yeah, you can really see in this journal I just do what feels right for me in the moment for my journals. That's more like how I started to journal, but not exactly, because I always start with tracklist. We have when the song was released, or the album in this case, and then my favorite song and some facts about this album. And previously I always did that as a big spread. Here I started to already do what I really like to do now. I did one page for the collage and one page for the informations, but I really got rid of all this stuff because I don't need it, to be honest. I don't know what I want to do with the tracklist in the future. I can Google it if I want to know it, so it's really not important. Maybe it's interesting to see what my favorite songs were, but Actually, if I look at this, I also know what my thoughts about this music video and this whole comeback was. I don't need to write it down, because when I look at this, I exactly knew how my mood was at that day, what the weather was, and all this stuff. I don't know, it's just such a good reminder of the time I was creating this. And this, yeah, it kind of felt forced. I don't know how else to explain this. I really like to write down my thoughts, as you see, for example. Yeah, I really like to write down things that are happening. But at the same time, I don't really need it for this K-pop journal. I can't explain it. Here we have a page I never did, because I did it in another journal. And also here you can see this kind of collage style more, some collage here, and yeah, my ranking of the songs also more like in a collage and not just some text, and I really like it. I did some group introductions at the beginning of this journal like this. I really wanted to do this for Tomorrow We're Together too, because I started to get into them here at this point, and I really wanted to capture that. But yeah, I just made my life a lot harder, because I really wanted to do it like I did it before, not just like I felt it in the moment. I still like how this turned out. I really love the colors and everything, and how I do some little sparkles on the pictures and stuff like that. Today I will do it completely different. When I get back into journaling, that was the first thing I did. Some random collages about Donghae. We're getting to the pages I'm not very proud of. I'm really kind of shy to show on this channel, but yeah. But first, let's get to this wonderful page that I didn't complete, because here we are at the point, as you can see here. The first thing I did after my break, thing I did before my break. I really lost the fun of journaling here. I never ever finished this one, and I only did the decorations because I really lost the fun of it. And that's also not really the time I lost the fun, because I did that afterwards. I did it because I really wanted to get back into journaling, but I only did the decorations and never wrote. And I think that should give me such a big hint what I want to do in this journal. I want to decorate stuff. I don't want to write all the time, at least. So yeah, it's kind of funny to see now. I like the lettering, I like the colors, but I still hate it. So. So yeah, that was it. That's it. That was the journal. It really started not as great. I don't want to say that this stuff is very great. I'm so self-critical, but I think you can really see in these pages that I love what I do. I think that comes across on these pages. And here you see someone that has no idea what she's doing and thinks that's the right way to journal. Let this video be an encouragement that everyone can learn this stuff. I really hope you will like what I will create in the future in this journal, and you maybe found it interesting and encouraging to watch me flip through my old journal. And yeah, just always remember, you can do everything if you want to do it. Again, thank you so much for supporting me, for making this all a lot more fun, because I can share it with you. I really can't thank you enough for this. I really can't believe it sometimes. So yeah, But now really, thank you so much for watching. You can subscribe if you want and you haven't yet, and I would really be happy to see you in the next video. And if you could write a comment on which was your favorite page here in this old journal, or if you just write what you want to see from me in the future, that would really help to keep my motivation going. And thank you so much. See you next time. Bye.